European Cultures Together Conference here in Kilkenny, and welcome back. And we'd like to go over now to Ukraine, and we have Svitlana. Hello, Svitlana. How are you?
Hello, thank you. I'm so happy today and so excited after watching all those beautiful performances.
Yes, it's so different to see all this happening in Ireland, and it's great to see it happening. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself first of all? What do you do?
Yes, sure. I'm in Kilkenny relatively not long. I arrived last April, and I've been working now in KCTB as an English tutor, and today I even brought the full group of my students here. They were practicing English and they were also integrating.
Okay. How do you find life in Kilkenny and in Ireland? How do you find it?
I would say it's really good life, good quality of life, of all the standards, because I'm here with my kids. They also study in Kilkenny. I'm here with my parents, and they receive really good health support. And from the day we entered Kilkenny, we've been receiving plenty of support, plenty of understanding, and really at every level we enjoy it. And I'm happy to be able to work. I'm happy to be able to be meeting people, and our community is very welcomed because our community is huge now, and I think it's not even easy to really manage all of us, but I would say it's really probably the best place at the moment.
Yeah. Can I ask you, if we go back, say, 2 years ago, things were so different in Ukraine.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to kind of dwell on any negativity, but I think it's important because you're bringing a fantastic element of culture to Ireland.
Yeah.
So, like, out of every negative, there's always a positive.
Yeah.
And like all the fantastic Ukrainian people that's coming to Ireland, tell a little bit about your culture and how it's changing for you, and how do you feel about your home country now?
Oh, definitely, I miss it, and we all miss it. And Ukrainian culture is diverse too, because we're a very big country, in fact, the biggest in Europe. And moving from west to east, from south to north, you will see very different, even ethnic groups and even dialects, and you will see different ways of cooking, dressing. But I was involved into some cultural events back even in Ukraine, but it was more like, like seasonal thing, or maybe just when it's a big holiday, and not really when you crave it like here. So once we've met here in Kilkenny, and we are Ukrainians from very different regions, what united us, what made us to probably recover from those traumas of escaping the war, culture, music, dance. We've been already doing some festivals, some performances, and it really makes us happier.
Okay. And it's helping you to connect with Ireland as well?
Yes, it does. It does. And it really makes me even to be more interested in history of Ireland, in more like understanding and discovering different counties, because I realized that Ireland, in spite it's smaller than Ukraine, but in fact every county has its even way of pronunciation and food, again dress. So I understand that I must do it, because now looking back I realize I didn't even know much about Ukraine too.
Yeah. And when it all happened and when it all started, tell me how you felt.
I knew that for the world, probably the shocking date was last year, the 24th of February, but for me it started much earlier when we had the Revolution of Dignity. It started in 2013. It was a huge shock, and we are a very peaceful nation. In fact, Ukraine has never conquered any territory, and seeing that people are dying, that was shock. Yeah. Because we were really so naive that time, and we believed just by peaceful protest we can change. Later, when already the war broke in, and it's been going on for 9 years, actually, not 1 year. It was more in the eastern parts and the Crimea Peninsula, but it's been a period of realizing who I am, going back to the roots. It really, as you said, some negative things, they lead to positive. I can see a serious, really, uprise of the identity interest of who we are, where we come from. People began to wear traditional dress. Like if I saw myself, let's say just 10 years ago, sitting like this now, wearing this traditional dress, I would be like, what's that? I would be as confused, if not to say more. But it changed. We realized actually where it all comes from, and it's in the blood.
Yeah, I suppose we all, when we're growing up, and you don't look at what's around you.
Yeah.
You think of what's not around you, and how do I get what's not there?
We're taking it for granted, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a good way of putting it, actually, yeah. And I mean, for myself, I was born in the UK. And I lived in Ireland, and I'd love to be able to speak Irish, but I can't speak Irish.
Oh, yeah.
And it's now that worries me. You know what I mean? And it's so I think connecting with our culture is very, very important.
Exactly.
Where do you see yourself in Ireland in, say, 5 years' time?
I was asked this question at secondary school where I teach, because I had to ask the girls, Ukrainian girls who I assist, to tell whether they are going next year to the 5th year or they're the transition year. Why I'm starting from this, you will get now.
Yeah.
Because me and girls, we look at each other and we realize we forgot how to plan our life so far ahead. Really, it changed our mind, because even last year we all believed everything will finish within 2-3 months and we'll go a few weeks. Really, we started with that. Every new season, it was like, you mean I'm staying here? We didn't even feel ourselves being here yet, but later we realized, and it was time to settle down. So I would say I will see myself where my family is. Now my family here is in Ireland, and no matter where I go, and I'm looking forward to celebrating victory in my home country, of course, eventually. But no matter where I go, Ireland will stay in my heart forever.
Oh, well, that's nice. Well, listen, it's lovely talking to you, and I hope you have a fantastic day today.
Thank you so much.
And welcome to Ireland.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.